Yeah, and Rod's going to say a few words before the unveiling of the plaque.
Canadian veterans, veterans of the Netherlands, honored guests, it's a very humbling pleasure to be here today on behalf of my late father to witness the unveiling of this plaque. In wondering what I should say today, I thought, well, what would Bert have said? And I think what Bert would have talked about were the people of the 5th Canadian Armoured Division. A number of those who had been away from their homes for over 5 years by the time they arrived in the Netherlands, had made immense sacrifices, but also, having come up through the Italian campaign, were extremely highly trained. They were looking forward to arriving in the Netherlands where they could use the tanks to a good effect, only to find that the place was waterlogged and had extreme difficulties. There are so many pictures of tanks off to the side of the road, into ditches, into canals. It was a very, very brief but tough campaign. It was interesting, I think, that there was a very strong allegiance to the 5th Canadian Armoured Division. Normally the allegiances would have been to the regiments or even to smaller units, but in this particular case, the members of the 5th Canadian Armoured Division were very, very proud to wear the maroon patch. Otterlo, excuse me, holds a fine memory for my late father, in that it was the only campaign and the only battle that he fought in his pajamas. They had set up their headquarters here, and I tried to find out before this gathering exactly where they were, but no one seemed to be too sure. But wherever they were, the Germans found them in the middle of the night, and I know there was fighting amongst the houses here. There was a major counterattack as the Germans were trying to escape, and my father ended up under his caravan with a rifle, with his Batman, trying to shoot at things they couldn't see. He finally decided that discretion was the better part of valor and retreated to his caravan, closed the door, and commanded the counterattack resistance from there. It was very important to my dad throughout his life, the wonderful reception and the friends he made in the Netherlands. And it was never more reflective than on the Queen's birthday, last day of April every year, when he was invited to the Dutch consul's party in Vancouver, and he was proudly able to wear his Order of the Orange Nassau with crossed swords, which was one of his most valued decorations. So it then gives me great honor to unveil this plaque with my two helpers.